7 big money mistakes to avoid at all costs. Many people simply put their money in savings accounts and forget about it. The returns on savings accounts are very low, and long-term inflation eventually eats away at their savings. That's why it's essential to plan your finances, to manage your money effectively. It is not enough to earn a decent amount of money. On the contrary, it would be best to learn how to manage your money properly to get the most out of it. Understanding that money can make you more money is essential, and to achieve this, we must avoid certain pitfalls. The fact is that many people make common financial mistakes that prevent them from building wealth. Building wealth takes time, and if you keep making the same mistakes with your money, you'll miss out on the opportunity to improve your finances. So here are 7 money mistakes to avoid at all costs. Number 1. Overspending. Overspending is the most common mistake people make with their money. It's easy to lose money every time you get your paycheck because you feel the urge to want to spend it all as soon as you get it. While small expenses like $2 snacks or $3 cups of coffee a day may seem trivial, in reality, these expenses add up. A cup of coffee a day adds up over the course of a month to $90 and over the course of a year to about $1,000. Imagine you had that $1,000 and if you had invested it, you could have made a good return. That's why avoiding this mistake is crucial if you are facing financial difficulties. So take a moment to make a list of all the unnecessary expenses you incur each month, and it will surprise you how much you could have saved. Number 2. Payments that never end. As credit cards become more popular, people buy more things that are unnecessary. If you think you really need all the services you're paying for every month, like music subscriptions, cable TV, and fancy gym memberships, you're wrong, and you'll find that you can live without them without a problem. So, instead of paying endless fees and bills for these services, it's better to save. Remember that living a leaner, healthier lifestyle can help you increase your savings. Number 3. Surviving on borrowed money. It is perfectly normal to borrow money in times of crisis, but living and surviving all the time on borrowed money can be your biggest mistake. The problem with credit cards today is that they have become a common way of buying essentials. Paying interest on fuel, food, or any other essentials that you don't use immediately is an unwise decision. So, it is best to avoid taking out personal loans for essentials or unnecessary items because even if you can get the money quickly, the high interest rates will prevent you from being able to save effectively. Number 4. Buying a car unnecessarily. Millions and millions of new cars are sold every year and only a few buyers can afford them, while other car buyers resort to loans to finance their purchases. Many people see owning a car as a status symbol and try to buy one even if they don't need it or can't afford it. And this makes people do everything they can to buy a car, even if it is beyond their means. So don't buy a car if you don't need it, as it will only cost you more because of the interest and fees you will have to pay for the car loan. If you are forced to buy one, first make sure you evaluate your budget and your needs. Don't forget that buying a car is not an expense you can afford all at once, and you will incur additional costs such as fuel, maintenance, and repairs. Number 5. Spending too much on a house. When buying a house, it is not always a good idea to buy the biggest one. Remember that a bigger house will require more maintenance, the purchase of more furniture, and other things that will, in turn, increase your cost. If you don't have a large family, buying an immense house will mean higher expenses, whether it be taxes, utilities, maintenance, etc. In addition, you will probably have to spend a reasonable amount of money on paint, carpentry, and other items. So, to avoid overspending on your home, set a budget and stick to it. Number 6. Living paycheck to paycheck. Living paycheck to paycheck is a sign that you're not saving. If you are one of those people who, no matter how meticulously you plan your spending, have nothing left over from the previous month's paycheck, you should seriously consider a change. Many people will ask, what's the problem with living paycheck to paycheck in order to live comfortably? While it may not seem like a problem at the moment, consider the fact that you are not saving or investing. This means that even if you receive your monthly salary now, there will come a time when you retire. And if you have saved nothing for the future, you will have problems. For example, if you lose your job or get into financial difficulties, you will have no funds to fall back on. Number 7. Don't invest. Many people simply put their money in savings accounts and forget about it. The The returns on savings accounts are very low, and inflation eats away at their savings over the long term. The fact is, you're making a mistake if you don't make your money work for you by investing. When investing, consider your financial goals, your capacity for risk, and the time horizon of the investment. It is also essential that you contribute monthly to a retirement savings plan so that you and your family can have a comfortable retirement. Next, it is important to consider how much risk you can afford to take and how long it will take for your investments to grow. Remember also that investors can benefit from tax advantages. Of course, there are many other financial mistakes you can make that have not been mentioned in this video. But these 7 financial mistakes are the most common and can be extremely detrimental to your future. Therefore, it is important that we learn from our money mistakes and keep working to improve our financial well-being. Basically, if you practice and plan well, you can avoid many of the financial mistakes mentioned in this video. Now tell us about yourself. Which of these financial mistakes affect you the most? Thank you very much for watching this video. If you liked it, share it with your friends and family and subscribe to see more content like this. Take care and see you next time.